Hi guys, it's Gareth here, aka Rocky, and today I want to talk about something. Basically, I've got the courage enough today to talk about it. Whether I upload this video, I don't know, but I want to talk about it. I even wrote down a whole essay on my phone so I can get what I want to say across. Okay. Basically, I'm going to talk about my feeling numb. Well, basically, best way I can try to explain this is basically when I'm depressed or when my depression hits me, I get this numb feeling where basically I don't feel anything and I don't see the point to anything. Basically it hits me, but it's not like if a wave hits me or a cloud or a sudden change, and it's not like it's a gradual thing, like all of a sudden I can feel it coming on, but just like I'll wake up one day and I don't feel anything anymore. For those of you who don't know what I mean by numb, I'll try to explain this. When I say I feel numb, I just don't see the point to anything. I don't see what the point of getting out of bed is. I don't see the point of going to work. I don't see the point of turning the TV. I don't see the point of switching on my computer. I just don't see the point of doing anything. I don't see the point to it all. What is the point? Why? You know? Now I don't want you to jump to any conclusions. I mean, I do have the feelings of like, well, what's the point in carrying on? I'm not suicidal, I'm not thinking about things like that. Don't worry about that, okay? I don't want you all to jump to those conclusions. I would never want to kill myself, but I just feel numb. I don't have any feelings about living, I don't have any feelings about dying. I just feel numb. There's no feelings, no anger, no hate, no happiness, no sadness. Don't feel like crying, I don't feel like smiling. Basically, no emotions. Because of this, it has affected things in life. Like I've spent 2 hours before sat in a car just trying to will myself to actually drive to where I need to be going. I convince myself that I need to be where I'm going, I need to be going to work, I need to be getting out of bed. But it has affected it. There have been times when I have called in sick to work, not in recent years, but I've called in sick to work and I've not actually gone to work. And basically what I've done is I've basically just curled up in the ball and just rung in sick and then just not going to work for a couple of days. And I said I've had food poisoning when I've not actually had food poisoning. I've just been numb. Sometimes depression can last a day, it can last a couple of days, it can last weeks, it can last months, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. And I don't know what brings on, and I don't know what stops it either. This has also affected me in other things in work. Like I've been sat at work before and I've just been staring at my computer screen, not doing anything, because I don't see the point to it. And people try to then talk to me, so you're really quiet today, because I can be kind of chatty, and they're like, oh, why are you really quiet today? And I say, oh, I'm just really concentrating on work, or I got this deadline I need to do. Well, that's actually a lie. What I'm actually doing is I just don't see the point to doing anything. I just don't see the point. This is really hard, sorry guys. Just give me a second. So, when I'm feeling in these numb states, I basically don't really want to talk to anyone about that. I don't really want to talk to anyone at all, which is kind of why I brought the work example, because the way I've isolated my life into this bubble of sorts, where basically I don't have too many friends around me, so I don't generally get bothered when I need to be quiet, and I don't want anyone around me, and I live by myself, so the only time I run into people is work, because I'm feeling like this and I managed to force myself to go to work like I have done this week. I've just been really quiet at work, and it's made people not realise that's there. Hopefully they don't realise. But then I don't go out if I'm feeling like this. I won't go out of the house. I won't go to the shop to buy bread, and I won't eat any food. I will just sit there and do nothing at all. Sometimes I have done the past. I've come back and I've taken the time off work being sick, or I've had a weekend, and I've just literally just laid in bed the whole weekend and literally only got out of bed to go to the toilet, and I'm not even got changed on work, so I'll be wearing my work shirt like I am now, trousers, socks, pants, and then I won't even get changed out of that. I'll just stay in that for the weekend, and it's not a good thing. going off my notes here, right? Okay. Just read it again. There's nothing that anyone could particularly do to break me out of this numbness. It's something that just passes over time. There may be someone I could talk to about this, but that's never really got anywhere for me. Now, taking drugs would not help, because this would just make me feel more numb than I normally do. Like I said, I don't really know what brings on this numbness. A lot of the times it happens after I've had like a good time, a good experience, and maybe it's my brain's way of saying, "Oh, I can't have good things happen to me," and then my emotions just switch off completely. But that's something I need to figure out why that's happening. I mean, it happens really most of the time for no reason, if I'm honest. I mean, I could just be searching more TV and then I'm just feeling numb. Generally, when I wake up the next day, I suddenly feel numb for no reason. It's like it just creeps up with me. So this is the bit I'm really nervous talking about. So when I'm feeling these numb states, sometimes I want to check that I'm still alive. Now, this is stuff I'm not proud of, and this is not something that I really talked about. But basically, to find out we're still alive, I hurt myself, and I don't cut myself or anything like that. I don't do anything like that. But I put myself in harm's way. I have accidents, or I am accident prone. Now, some people just put that down to me being clumsy. Not always the case. I'll make sure that I get knocked by that door that someone's opening, because I'll see them coming out. Okay, make sure I'm in the way of that door, so the door then hits me. Or if someone's swinging a pan around of, like, you know, when my mum's moving a pan of hot saucepan, I'll make sure I get burnt on it. Or if I'm taking something out of the oven, I'll accidentally forget an oven glove and burn my hands. Things like that, you know. I mean, there was one stage when I was 14, if it weren't for my friend, it would have been a lot worse of an accident. Basically, I saw a car and I thought, you know, that's not going too fast, I can get hit by that car. And I went to step out in front of it, and a friend grabbed me by the collar and pulled me back. I got hit by the wing mirror, but only the wing mirror. Now, this was when I was 14, and the problem with hurting yourself, to make yourself feel like the next time you do it, it has to be a little bit more pain, and a little bit more pain, and a little bit more pain. Because what I did when I felt like this last time, which is very recently, which is the first time I've hurt myself in a long time, is basically I slapped my face and it kept slapping it. So basically this cheek here is actually quite swollen. You can't actually see it in the camera because of the beard, but basically I slapped myself until it feels a bit numb there now, because actually no sensation because it's kind of bruised. But it's not something I should be doing, it's something I need to go and see someone about, and I will go and see someone about it. But you will good notes. Yeah, like I said, I put myself in harm's way, so I'll make sure things fall on me or get burnt, or I mean, I got scars on my hand, you know, you can see that. Cuts like that, I make sure like I get little paper cuts and things like that accidentally on purpose. So it's something I shouldn't be doing, and it's not something I'm proud of doing. I'm going to wrap this up. I can't do this. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to publish this site. I'm going to go try to publish this now. But thank you guys for listening to this. If you feel like this, I'm going to try to find a web address or something with links to all sites you can ring for help stuff. I'm going to go and get help myself for this problem now. Yeah, but stay safe, guys. Don't suffer alone like I've done for so long with this problem. Go and speak to someone. Bring one of these numbers or one of the web links I'm going to put below. Do it. Don't suffer into years old as I am, because it starts crippling you. Honestly, go and speak to someone. hope this video helps someone out there, because I know it's helping me right now just talking about it. Okay guys, see you later.